Hello, everybody. Thank you for being part of this day number 6 of activities in the Women in International Leadership Summit that we're having all of this week from Region 9, from May, from Brazil, Colombia, and Panama. We made this joint effort and event to have you all here reunited and getting together to meet each other, to learn more about innovation, leadership, and all of this important stuff that we need to continue empowering more women and girls in all of these STEM fields. I'm going to share a little bit about the things that we've been doing during all this week. This is really important for us to tell you a little bit about it. All the activities that we have been doing are focused on these 6 days of event with the focus of foster networking, mentorship, and collaboration between all of us. The idea with IEEE that is the largest members, it has the largest members, technical people around the world in more than 160 countries. This is a global community trying to do our best to advance technology for the benefit of humanity. And also IEEE has a group that is called Women in Engineering. And what we do is how can empower and promote more women's engineers, scientists, inspiring girls around the world through all of these STEM fields, science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. So all of these activities contribute to these aspects. We have this virtual summit because due to the pandemic, we're trying to create and engage more people. This is not the way that we like, okay, we are not going to do this now. We're going to do this virtually, but next year, the idea with Region 9, we're going to have the events live, in presence, physical in each of the countries. So that's why we made this united effort, a joint event between the 3 countries. Our purpose to do this is to make more visible the leading women in technology, to foment diverse teams, to potentiate personal and professional skills, to get together with distinguished local and international speakers, to inspire and reflect the use of technology as a social tool for the people, and to make change agents in the society. So the agenda we've been having all during the week, we had inspiring talks from each of the countries, from Panama, Colombia, and Brazil. You can find it on the YouTube channel. You can see all of the things that we spoke during all these 3 days, these all 3 days of inspiring talks, really amazing talks. We had a panel session, a joint panel session with amazing speakers and panelists. You can download it and you can see that also in YouTube and in our Facebook channel. And yesterday we had a really interesting activities. It was an conference session for all the IEEE members and volunteers to connect them, to meet each other, to create that space and that networking with them. So it was an amazing activity with all of the people. We also have a photo contest during all this week. Yesterday you can post, until yesterday you could post one of the photos, but on Monday we're going to define who's going to be the winner. You have all this week, or during all this weekend also, to share the photos and to ask for more likes, because the winners are going to receive Amazon gift cards for about $25. So this is a way to engage a little bit and to create and represent in the photos the culture and the things that we're trying to do with this ILS. Today we have an amazing panel. This is a panel that we have with the Society of Power and Energy. This is the Woman in Power session. The idea here, we have an amazing speakers and panelists that we're going to be speaking more about success stories, about volunteering in IEEE, Power and Energy Society, and Power and Women in Power. So thank you for being part of this activity and connecting to our networks to share a little bit about these topics. These are our networks. If you want to follow us, if you wanted to subscribe, do it. We're going to continue posting more of the information, more videos, and more content about the things that we are doing in the region. So please follow us. And if you think that someone will be interested about the content that we're having, please tell them that we have all these channels sharing this information. Behind all of these activities, we have an amazing organizing committee. There's a lot of people behind this, and I really want to thank them for all of the effort, for all of the activities that we have made during this week. with the lead of Rosa. She is the Women in Engineering Chair for Region 9, but also the representative from each of the countries and all of the things behind this, doing all of the communications, trying to connect with all of the people to engage and to have these amazing activities during all of this week. So thank you very much for all the effort doing this. You can find more information about the things that we made in our link in our webpage, in the webpage of Region 9 for the Women in Engineering. So I think that being said, I think that we can start right now with the panel. So I'm gonna introduce you to Thiago. Thiago is the one who's gonna be here leading the panel and organizing all of these activities and moderating the activities. So Thiago, you are the one who can continue right now. Yes? Thank you very much.
Thank you, Anna. Thank you for the opportunity to be here today. And today I'll talk about in this great panel with amazing speakers around the world. We will have amazing representative from different regions here. And firstly, we will start with Simay Akar. Simay Akar is the current chief commercial officer and co-founder at Innoces, an innovative, sustainable energy solution provider offering battery products around the world in the energy field and electric vehicles. And she is the charge of global marketing and business development initiative. She worked in China and Turkey and most of focus in international commerce activities, include communication, marketing, sales, and investment management and business development. She joined as IEEE student member in 2007, graduate from Middle East Technological University in Ankara, Turkey. Simay is IEEE WIE Inspiring Member of the year 2012, as honorable mention. And Simay is an amazing volunteer. She supports IEEE in different positions. And it's my pleasure to invite Simay today to this amazing WIP panel as part of the WIE International Leadership Summit joint event between Brazil, Panama, and Colombia. Welcome, Simay.
Thiago, thank you very much for the nice introduction. And would like to share my screen, but I would like to thank every one of you behind this initiative, Region 9 ILS, as joint activity. It really showed the power of being united and how when we cooperate that we have amazing work. And we are a big family all around the world. So probably one of you, we're connected with the different roles and different heads before, but IEEE Women in Engineering and also as Women in Power under IEEE Partner Society, we're a big family. So we're really happy to represent here as a Women in Power team. And Thiago is a really great friend of us and colleague and IEEE friend, probably lifelong, but we, just be connected with everyone, every single speaker here under IEEE Women Engineering, Women in Power umbrella of Power in our society, and we are working as an amazing team. So I would like to ask you, shall I just start my presentation, or are we gonna present everyone, or can I just go ahead with my presentation?
Yes, you can go ahead with your presentation.
Wonderful. Thank you very much. So I'm sharing my screen shortly. And here is my 1 second. That's a second. It's coming up. Okay. Can you see? Not yet. Right. If you can see, that's wonderful. If you cannot see, please let me know. I'll just adjust my screen. So this is a panel session of IEEE PS Women in Power. So like we will have a great team representing, and from many parts of the world. But as I said, we are a big family under Women in Power umbrella, is a great team. So today we will have these great people with us. But in my presentation, I will share my story in Power and Air Society and also in IEEE. It's not just success, but actually I would like to describe as a passion. It's a passion, being an IEEE volunteer itself. But when you feel like you are a big family all around the world and you are united under some groups that you really feel belong to, so you are very productive and you want to keep volunteering, you want to be beneficial for your society and the people around you. So it was actually my story. I am IEEE Eastern Year member right now, and I joined IEEE as student member in 2007 as a student branch member. So it was really very first days of my university life, and I had the chance to meet with IEEE, and I never stopped. And I hold several positions. I serve several positions and change different hats, and every year under different organizational units of IEEE. But again, since my student years, I've been volunteering for IEEE Power and Air Society as well at the same time. And I met with Women in Power around 2014, and from the very first years. And also I served several roles under Women in Power also over the years. And currently I'm a vice chair of Women in Power, in charge of the events. And I'm also holding several other roles at the same time. I'm a vice chair of Young Professionals of Women Power and Air Society, and I'm chair of Women in Engineering Turkey section and treasurer of the Turkey section board, executive board, and currently also vice chair of IEEE MGA student activities. So I'm member of Region 8 Student Activities Committee and IEEE side global steering committee communications chair. So this is actually a passion for many of us. So we are changing roles, we are changing responsibilities in every year, but we keep volunteering with the same passion, and that connection helps us to grow together and be beneficial for the society and the people around us. So this is actually how our story started. So I had the chance to be awarded for several IEEE awards, and actually they're just listed here, but it's just like nice to be recognized by IEEE. It just like motivates you to give more back to the society. So that's why I encourage everyone who are listening right now, just don't hesitate to apply positions, volunteer roles, and also awards of IEEE, because it's a huge family. There are a lot of opportunities, and for also Women in Power, we have so many responsibilities we are looking for. If you're from Region 9 and listening us, so we have a team today with us, and you will just have a chance to know us, and you can stay in touch with us. But IEEE is a big umbrella, so it's not. You will have a chance to meet with every one of us and have some more opportunities. In my day job, as starting my story, so back to my story for my day job, I met with IEEE as a student. So I've been volunteering for Power and Air Society since student years, and I was active in Turkey section in the very first years, but holding several other roles those years. So I was pretty much involved in my student branch. But thanks to Power and Air Societies and all the projects that we have done together with my student branch team, I had a chance to end up in renewable energy sector with several responsibilities. So it was my first day job. I started in solar industry, but when I was student, I have already involved in solar projects. So then, since then, I'm still volunteer of IEEE in general, Power and Air Society in general, and thanks to Power and Air Society and the projects we have been involved, I have still the same passion for my sector and for my industry. So currently, I am a Chief Commercial Officer of INOSES. So as Thiago described already, that is energy storage a lithium battery manufacturer as a startup, and I'm one of the co-founders. So after being involved in the solar and renewable energy industry, so I'm in the specific segment of energy storage. So we are manufacturing lithium batteries for electric vehicles and energy storage. So I still have the same passion for leveraging clean energy technologies all around the world. Today it's the energy storage for EV and for other renewable energy projects, but I'm still very passionate for this energy transition in the clean energy segment. So as I said, it's just a passion. It's naturally energy is in transition. So we are part of it. So it's slightly all the technologies in the sector changing, and we all deploying those technologies in the clean energy for better, greener future for tomorrow. So as I said in my story, I have been working for several solar energy companies before, but thanks to IEEE Power Nerd Society and the technical working groups under that, I have been informed and had the chance to improve my skills. And all the times when I have a new opportunity, I had that opportunity to learn more from my colleagues around, IEEE members and friends around me, to improve my skills and stay connected, and upskill and reskill myself when I need to change the segment, even under the clean energy technologies, because clean energy is already also in transition. So we are talking about solar, wind, biomass, geothermal, hydro, and many other technologies. And in addition, in the support, thanks to this energy transition, we're also seeing the improvement of the energy storage technologies and more electrification and more electrified vehicles, and also digitalization of energy. So we have many more segments are coming up. So as a Power Nerd Society volunteers, so we are part of this transition. So this is actually a fair transition. So we are not just changing the world together. World is changing itself, and we are part of it. So we are supporting to make it more fair and greener. And we're actually, by volunteering for IEEE Power Nerd Society, we're unlocking our own potential by taking a role under these committees, technical committees, and also committees like Young Professionals, Women in Power, and many other initiatives under IEEE itself, but in specific Power Nerd Society. So we identify the needs in this transition, and so if you follow up some of the resources we have, so we are always trying to address the latest improvement in the sector. So we also unlock our own potential, and we take initiative and we change the world together by having new working groups and having more activities. So in this transition, Women in Power has a really important role, and we are promoting more diverse leadership in the power energy industry, in academic area and also in the industry itself. And if you want to be entrepreneur, and if you want to get involved in a corporate platforms, giving more mentorship opportunities. So we actually volunteer to learn from each other and support each other and support the society behind us. So this is who we are. So I'm sure we will mention more about Women in Power. So in my story, Women in Power, women in engineering also, Women in Power, Women in Engineering, Young Professionals, many committees I have been in an IEEE Power Nerd Society, help me to keep that passion for the energy sector, energy industry. And also we are part of this energy transition. So like you feel more beneficial for your society by being an IEEE volunteer. So I ended up in my story, like I ended up where I am thanks to all these initiatives from the very beginning of my early career. And now I'm a young professional who's entrepreneur in the energy industry and still holding some management positions to support more people in my community. That's why I'm so proud to be IEEE member. I'm so proud to be IEEE Power Energy member as well. So and thank you everyone for listening to my story. And also as a passionate volunteer for women in engineering, I would like to congratulate Region 9 team, all the great teams behind who organize this great event in collaboration. So collaboration is really helpful. When we collaborate, when we get united, when we support each other, we will grow up together. So we will grow together, and we will change the world together in positive, better direction. That's why we are here, and let's stay connected. Thank you very much. So I would like to stop sharing my screen at this moment. So when we have more interactive discussion, I'll be very happy to be part of that. Congratulations, everyone, behind this great initiative. Anna, you're muted.
Yeah, no, just to thank you very much for your presentation. We have Thiago here right now. Yes.
Thank you.
Thanks, Simay. It's really amazing history. Your step by step in your career is really great inspiration, and I'm sure that you inspire many volunteers and members across the world. Thank you
Same
for
to you,
your
Thiago.
work.
Thank you very much.
Let's move for the next speaker today. I would like to introduce Dr. Ruomei Li. Dr. Ruomei Li received her PhD degree from University of Bath, UK in 2000. Also, Master Engineer from CIPRI in 1989, and Bachelor degree in Hefei University of Technology in China in 1982. She has been doing research and project management in China Electrical Power Research Institute since 1989 to 2004, engaged in long-term planning system simulation and analyze operation control and power electronic. Since 2004, she has served as Deputy Secretary General and Secretary General of the China Society of Electrical Engineering. Dr. Ruomei Li is now on the board supervisors of China Women's Association for Science and Technology, STEAM Committee of China. Also, Ruomei is the current Women Power Global Chair. It's my pleasure to invite Dr. Ruomei to make the presentation today in this amazing event. Welcome, Dr. Ruomei.
Thank you. It's my pleasure to attend this ILS WIE event. And thanks for Lisien for this Region 9 of our Region 9 team to give the WIP the opportunity to have this session. Okay. Can you hear me? Because I use my mobile. Can you hear me? Sorry. Can you hear me? Okay. Because I become the WIP chair by the end of last year. So my term actually started this year, at beginning of this year. Yeah, I have 2 years now. So this time, my topic is the strategy of PSWIP from in my 2 years term, because now is my major responsibility. Okay, next page. Next. Oh, today what I want to talk is overview, then the structure. WIPC is a committee, okay, and the target, strategic plan, and our focus to our members. The benefit of joining activities and the space. There's still some space in WIPC. How to join this PSWIP? Okay, next page. Overview, the vision. What's the vision? Women in power. Actually, the two meaning. One is women the power for the leadership. The other is the women in power is in power engineering, because it is our coverage of the membership. Actually, WIPC, yeah, we're mainly the female, but we welcome the males, is a team of volunteers. WIPC is a committee under the board of PS. We are not independent society. We just like a team, like the technical committee and other team under the board, but it's mainly focused on the female leadership. We have WIP Leadership Advisory Committee. Yeah, before I want to say, we always see the board. Actually, we don't have the board because there's only board is our leader, PS board. We are just a committee, we are working team. And the leadership advisory committee is provide guidance, suggestions, yes, like to our committee, but it's not a leader or to be leader, is like consultants, right? Our former leaders, very good supporters. The WIP, WIP's goal is supporting the career advancement, is networking, and will help the education also for these women in the power and energy industry. The PSWIP encourage women in this technical field for leadership position and for career advancement. I want to see, we always see leader, but for company, for the university, for business, for lots of things, leadership is a very few position. But we not want everyone, not to be, it's impossible for everyone to be involved, but everyone can get the advance, get the promotion for their career, from current status, if you have an active participation. Okay, next. Okay. The next page is, thank you. The Women in Power, they started in 2012. Actually, at that moment, I'm not a member, but I joined the first event in 2012 in the GM. Is the WIPC is a working team under the board, not like that. We are part of WIE. WIE is a similar society. WIP is part of WIE, the whole community. And we are also working team under the leader of board of PS. Okay.
Ruomei, I think that we need to.
I did have not seen any time board because too many. Yeah, I can understand that the former leader did always say board, but if everyone to be the board, then we need I want to make it clear. Okay.
Ruomei, I think that we're
And
having like some like your voice is breaking a little bit, so maybe we can continue.
Okay. I can, I can closer to that. Okay. I make
I
it
think
clear.
maybe we can probably turn off the camera and we can continue hearing you well. We can check that, and
Okay.
I'll continue helping you with the presentation, right?
Yeah, you don't need my camera. It's just PPT. With my voice, it's okay.
Yes, please.
Yeah. Is that right? Can I continue?
I think that we're hearing you better.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, much better.
Okay. Thank you. The
Okay.
women in power. Yeah. The leadership advice committee is a team of senior advisors. They providing guidance and consultation to WPC. Okay. Next. Yeah. Oh, sorry. Previous one. You jumped 2 pages. Oh, next. Okay. The structure, we have chairs and vice chairs, and we have the region 1 to 10. Yeah, like Lisien is region 9, and we also have this. We also have the some chapter representatives. The is started from the region 9. You have done very good job. And yeah, subcommittee has not started. We have working group. The membership working group guided by the vice chair. Yeah, but the chair is the Staji is from India. It's a very young lady, very good. And the WIP events, WIG working group led by Simay is vice chair of our WIP. And award working group is the leader is the Lisien of the region 9 representative of WIP. It's just this meeting. Okay. Next page. Next. Okay. WIP is the target strategy. We want to, through the organizing various activities to promote the and expand the influence of female members in power and energy field. We have young female from poor regions to get opportunities of higher education. We have already done it at 5 American people to have the master degree. Now the first is in China, the full scholarship. The meeting recognitions to WIP volunteers who made the valuable contributions by award and other opportunities. Okay. We're developing the PS WIP membership. Next. Next. Okay. And we're how engage the WIP team by adding the representatives. So once we still have the opportunities to enlarge our team and setting awards and improve the current WIP website. That's what the work me and my team is doing. Because I remember very clearly, Lisien in the very beginning said, can you just put all region 9 the chapters representative into the website? That will be good encourage. We'll do it. Okay. Next page. Next. Okay. The issue, our focus is to the members. the individual member requirement. What the individual member required, that's what Staji and membership group was done. And their expectations. We want to promote the individual and value just their life value, their career value, and to open the path for every members to connect with the WIP for every opportunity in PS and the WIE. We want to get them, the opportunity for their how their career development, for their social connections, for their influence, to promote their individual influence. Every opportunity will put WIP members in priority. So when we nominate speakers, even WIP members will put in the priority. Okay, next. A benefit, what's a benefit? Obtaining valuable information. That's, yes, I remember what that. And making your public appearance in community. I just take example, like Simay. Everyone knows Simay. Simay is very famous in the WIE, in IEEE, other society, especially PS. Everyone know her because she's very active. She always give the speakers. She always organize events. And she is, I think, is a good model for the young people. Will make more, opportunity to them. Okay. Direct communication with high-level people like the president, the technical chair, our fellows, our senior members. Yeah, when you are together, communicate. Being together with the high-level, very excellent, good people, then you can learning a lot and finding an opportunity of career. Yeah, lots of business opportunity, expanding your social network, getting new friendship. That's why we join LGBT activity, like this activity. Next. Okay. The space that we still have space in WIP committee. How, for example, in the chapters or sub-regions. Yeah, for region 8, we have a number of sub-region because the Africa, because the media, the Arabic region, because of the European. So, we have different region. And the chapter, every chapter, you can have the group leader. Okay. How to join? The join this team, they have been very open opportunity, not only nominated at the regional representative, but also will open the website. Every WIP member, you can just apply for the new position. We now, try to change the structure of this website of WIP. Next. Okay. Nearly finished. Join IEEE if you want to join WIP, you should be PS member. Why? Because WIP is just a team under PS board. Okay, we are not independent. So we are part of PS society. Then you access PSWP website, you just click it, you make it. Input the information, and then when we confirm your PS membership, receive the welcome letter. Okay. Last page. Next page. Yeah. Thank you for your time. Thanks for your patience. Okay, bye.
Thank you, Ruomei. Thank you very much for being part of this.
My presentation has finished.
Thank you, Ruomei. It was amazing presentation. It's really amazing to know more about about women in power, and also about your experience. That I'm sure that you inspire many women and men to become a volunteer. So thank you for your amazing presentation today, and I will move for the next speaker today. Thank you, Ruomei. The next speaker is from India, Staji Wilson. Staji is working as assistant engineer at Tata Consultory Service in India. She graduated from APJ Abdul Kalam Technological University in Electronic and Communication Engineer. She is an IEEE member for the past 5 years and an activity PS young professional. She was involved in IEEE award program for 2 years as a volunteer and attend IEEE Vision Innovation Challenge Summits and IEEE Honor Ceremony in 2019. She initiates some women in power events to bring more girls into technology upfront. She served as IEEE PS Day India leader in 2012. Her field of interest is photonics and renewable energy, and currently she is the PS Young Professional Representative in India. It's amazing to see you today here, and welcome, Staji. The floor is yours.
Thank you, Thiago. Can you hear me?
Yes.
So thank you everyone. So hello everyone. So I hope all of you are doing well. So my name is Staji Wilson. So I'm presently working in Tata Consultancy Services. I'm a PES Young Professional member. So I'm diving into the topic. So I have a small presentation prepared. So I will be sharing my screen now. Can you see my screen? Yeah. Okay, so today I will be sharing you my success story from IEEE PS Women in Power. So the membership value I received from IEEE PS and IEEE PS Women in Power. So these are the 3 topics that I like to cover in this 10 minutes given to me. The first is the benefits of IEEE PS Women in Power, the value of membership, and the third is the influence of IEEE PES that had on my career. So the benefits of IEEE PES Women in Power. So Dr. Li has already covered this for you. So I would like to summarize this slide in 1 or 2 sentences. That is, IEEE PES Women in Power mainly focuses to encourage women working or who wishes to be a part of a power and energy sector. We help them to be in a leadership position in the field of power and energy. So we give a lot of benefits, we give a lot of guidance to our members, our PES Women in Power members and female PES female members. So this is what IEEE Women in Power mainly focuses on. That is the mission and vision of IEEE PES Women in Power. So the benefits I received or the value I received from my PES and PES Women in Power membership. So I segregated the entire thing into 4 parts. So first is the career development. The second is leadership. And the third is networking. The fourth is the technical skills I received from this membership. So concerning the career advancement, so I started my PES and IEEE membership while I was in my first year at college, so 2015. So IEEE and PES given me a lot of opportunity to attend a lot of conferences, international conferences, talk to people from industry and, get to know what actually, different things, seek their guidance and seek their mentorship. So before joining a company, I was knowing, like, through this interactions and connections, I was aware about the need or the talents that an industry look on a fresher or an employee. So this helped me to grow myself and mold myself into a industrially valuable talent. And all the volunteering activities I have done in IEEE, it helped me to enhance my team management skills and to be a team player, basically. So even in my college, the internship opportunities I received is basically through IEEE. I did internship in a core field in electronics, mainly electronics and embedded systems. So all these opportunities I received career-wise is through the IEEE and PES contacts that I had. So IEEE always helped me. IEEE PES, it always helped me to grow outside IEEE. So coming to the technical skills, so as you know, we have a lot of reference materials that is accessible as a member. So PS also gave different kind of resources like a PS Resource Center and Potential Magazine. So all these resources help us to keep ourselves technically up to date or technically current with latest things happening, latest developments happening across the world. So we have different workshops. So I attended different workshops. So those PS workshops on, power energy domain, it gave me a basic in my career. So I learned the basics, and from those basics, I was able to work on it, work on myself and progress on that field. So it had a great impact in my life, as a career wise, and it gave me a lot of career opportunities. And the next thing is the personal branding. So PS Women in Power, after joining PS Women in Power team, it helped me to create my own brand. Like, what am I as an engineer? What I want to do, using this engineering skills, and how I'm going to do that, and what impact I want to create in the community I live in or to my younger generation. So this is the basic thing I gained, the realization, like the self brand about myself, and to showcase the self brand. PS Women in Power has always given me a platform to showcase my brand, my personal brand. So I handle the membership of IEEE PS Women in Power. So often I have to do some analysis, I have to check, where the membership is great and where it is less and where it is underrepresented. I have to segregate those information. So basically, I used to work on Excel for all these purposes, and I used to check manually as well. So initially it was very time consuming, and what I did at that time, I was learning some coding language, and also I developed my own software, and I developed my own codes, few lines of codes that made my 8-hour work into 1 hour thing. So IEEE PS Women in Power gave me an opportunity where I can implement things that I learn, as a hobby. So it was a great thing. It was a great exposure I got. It was really great, like using something you learn into your volunteering or into, the IEEE task you get. So to the next slide, it is about leadership. So as a part of Women in Power India team, so I have to create, I have to organize a lot of events, events in my country as well as in my section as well. So by organizing such events, I understand, I learn more about event management and execution skills. And I always emphasize on sharing my knowledge with the younger girls, people, with the students and the professional members. And it gave me a platform to inspire young female engineers across my country and who is doing their engineering in power and energy field. So one such initiative was Power Talks that I organized in my section. So I did it 6 months before the lockdown. So I wanted to give an opportunity to young girls to come up and speak in a public, on any field, on any technical field in which they are interested, give a 60-minute talk on that topic. So initially it was really challenging, and I'm really proud to say that after 6 months the initiative is still going on, and we are waiting for the 18th speaker. So this was one of my method to empower women. So the entire initiative was based on three themes. Okay, the first one was educate young girls, young PES women in power member, encourage them by giving them an opportunity, and then empower them as well as the community. PES and PES Women in Power has given me a lot of leadership position, a lot of exposure to showcase myself. So now I'm the Women in Power Sub-Regional Representative of India, and I also handle the membership of Women in Power. And I was the PSD India lead, and a lot of initiative, like 200 plus initiative was recorded from reported from India during PSD. So regarding networking, so PS Women in Power gave me a global exposure. Like I always compare like how my life would have been, without a IEEE member, and like having an IEEE membership. So I'm really happy that in my first year I took the IEEE membership because it gave me a lot of exposure. It gave me a lot of things to learn, to start my career. And I got a lot of opportunity to be a part of a lot of international conferences, and Women in Power has a lot of track in a lot of international conferences. I got 2 travel grants. One was to attend the Vision Innovation Challenges Summit and Honors Ceremony in 2019, and also IEEE ILC in 2019. And I was a Richard E. Merwin Scholar back in 2019. So also as a speaker, as a young engineer, it gave me enough visibility to speak in an international conference like PESCRI 2020. It was being organized in my own section. And so IEEE peers and Women in Power gave me, enough contacts, a lot of contacts. Like if I want to do a research in a particular field, maybe renewable energy, so I know whom to contact, or I know, who can mentor me. I know who can connect me with the correct mentor. So this is the level of contacts that IEEE give, IEEE PES, and I get a lot of guidance from the entire Women in Power team, Dr. Li, Simay. They keep on inspiring me and guiding me. They help me to think outside, think outside the box. So it's really a privilege to be a part of such a wonderful team. And the final point is community life. So after I work like for 8 to 9 hours, I want to surround myself with people, like-minded people, who has same interest, domain interest, and who want to do something, for the community, and with whom I can share my skills and share my knowledge, and with whom I can implement something. So IEEE PES and Women in Power gave me that kind of community life. So I'm really happy about that. So if you have any doubts, or if you want to contact me, you can contact me at any time. I have given my contact details here. And also I would like to thank the entire IEEE ILS ILS team of Region 9. Thank you for inviting me. Thank you for giving me a platform to share my story. So thanks a lot. So have a good day and stay safer.
Thank you, Staji, for the amazing presentation. It's really amazing to know your amazing experts in women power activities. It's really inspirational talk to everyone. I'm sure about that. And we move now for the next speaker, and later you have a question session. Thank you, Staji. The next speaker will be the Lisien. Lisien is the Bachelor in Electrical Engineer by University National of Engineer from Peru. She is working in business development area to introduce green mobility and other solutions made to ensure that include smart energy efficient equipment powered using carbon-free energy. She is an IEEE volunteer since 2016 and has been a leadership position such as Chair WIE and Secretary PES from her university and current Secretary of PES from IEEE PES from IEEE Peru section. She is interested in energy solution friendly to environment for consumers and to work in the seventh Sustainable Development Goals, clean energy with IEEE site. And she's currently the PES Women Power representative in Latin America and Caribbean. And it's my pleasure to invite Lisien to make make a great presentation today. Welcome, Lisien, and the floor is yours.
Hi, how are you? Could you hear me? Okay. Okay, I will share my screen. Please let me know. Yes. Thanks. So my name is Lisien León. Thank you, Thiago, for the really great introduction. And I'm a Women in Power regional representative here in Region 9. I would like to talk about first about a success story that I led in 2018, and all of these Women in Power events start here in Peru by this first one. And this is a workshop, Women in Power, that we hold for 3 days. And we invite several companies and several partners to introduce this kind of events to involve women engineering and in the society. So we have a lot of recognition with companies, and we didn't know that we can make this impact. And one of the most interest recognition is that we have a visit to the wine plant, and all the cost was paid by the company. And I said, wow, I will really make a good impact in people's life, in women's life, in women students' life, and also companies are really interested to develop this kind of activities. So this is some of pictures that I add here, and also we involve in 2018 in a school, and we have around 100 students from a school, from public school, and this is my team at this time. We have inspirational stories to talk about mechanical electrical engineering from women who now are in the industry. So in Women in Power, when I'm involved in this year, I made an analysis about what are we seeking. So I think one of the most important pillar is looking for female leaders inside PES. because we have to encourage these leaders and give her the opportunities to increase and spread this kind of activities of women in power. And then the second part of the plan is increase the visibility of the best women in power volunteers, because the recognition it's very important for each volunteer, and give the encourage and give them empowerment to develop more impact activities. And the third pillar is to support advanced networking and education. So for now, we already developed 1 and 2 pillars, and we are working in progress in the third pillar. Now we have a lot of activities here in the region and in different countries like Panama, Brazil, Puerto Rico, Argentina, Ecuador. We have around 50 activities until now. And we start to create the creation of LinkedIn, because LinkedIn is one of the most social media, professional social media to show our volunteers and their works. We also have to make contact, more contact with the students. So young people prefer sometimes Instagram, and we create that, and we constantly post and make contests to engage more people and encourage them to participate in women in power activities like this one. And also we share best activities and WIE activities and all the kind of activities that are related with women in power. And now we have another success story for this year. We implemented a mentorship program, and this is my team. It's Laura, Dulce from Mexico, Caitlin from Colombia, and Karina from Peru, like me. And I'm just so happy that we just start yesterday and today with the program start. But before the program start, we made all training session for mentors and mentees, and also we have like a contest for students who want to be a mentees. So that was really a success, because we at the first we don't know if we can make it, because there are not a lot of objective public to the target. It's not so long, so we don't know if we can make to fill all the vacancies. So today and yesterday we just start the program. Actually, in the morning I have a session, and I think that it's great. This is the whole the plan that we made for mentorship program. We just focus on soft skill for students and young professionals in the short term, and in the long term we want to expand the benefits of best members. We think that a mentorship program is a good benefit, plus the other benefits that we have already had now. We develop and start this mentorship program with a pilot with 16 mentors and 16 mentees, and we see for the results. And if I hope, and all my team hope, that if the results are great, we can develop 2 mentorship programs the next year. And we make an action plan to schedule and timing. And like I said before, we made a training for mentors and mentees. And we want to increase the networking and marketing about women in power to generate sponsors in future events, like the companies that I mentioned before, because we here in Peru, we noticed that companies are really interested to participate in this kind of activities. And as a result, we expect increase the IEEE professional and student membership and increase the visibility of empowerment of women in the energy industry. Also, we have a support from Ruomei, for example, and from other leaders in PES, like Juan Carlos Montero, like Santiago León, the regional director from PES. So I'm really grateful about that. They always support all this kind of new ideas. These are some pictures that we are promoting in our social media to spread this program, and also these are pictures from mentors and mentees receiving their trainings. I'm really happy because both all mentors and mentees are really involved and have a commitment with the program. So we are checking and follow up all the sessions and take note if they need anything to provide them the best program that they can have. And that's it. This is my presentation. I hope you can enjoy it. And if you have any doubt, any kind of activity that you want to develop in Region 9, please contact me. And thank you very much.
Thank you, Lisien, for amazing presentation. I'm really happy to know more about women in power activities in Region 9, Latin America and Caribbean. And also, it's amazing to know a little bit more about your background in women in power activities. Congratulations. It's really a great inspiration for everyone in here and for members. And now I will open to the questions. I have some questions here as template for all the speakers, and I will provide you, I will open for questions. Give me only 1 minute. Yes, the first question is the same question to everyone, and I invite you one by one to answer the same question. The first question is, what's the best memory that you have from PES Women Power activities? Let's start with Simay. Simay, if you can start, please. We have more or less 2 minutes to answer each.
Sure. So I would like to answer in different ways because, like I have the best memories from Women in Power activity when we have a chance to meet in person or virtually, like all the memories are best for me. But for PS specific, for me, like probably the first Global Student Congress in Middle East Technical University was one of the best memories I have ever had. That time I was a Global Student Chapters Coordinator, and I was just like I was already graduated and working for my industry so far, and it was the first time that we organized it. And just I love the interaction, like how we interact with each other, how we get to know each other, and we're connected, we're changing roles, and we ended up in different positions. And again, even these days we are connected virtually or all around the world at this moment. That is amazing. So we are all part of each other's story. So I know many of you in different places, and we just met with many other volunteers online, and I have no doubt we will see each other in different platforms as well. So for me, it's not only best memory, the connection itself is the best part and inspiration. So it's really inspirational. It's the inspiration behind. So how we connect with each other all around the world. I love that. And so we'd like to give forward to everyone.
Thanks, Simay. I make I only one short commentation. It's amazing to remember about the first PS Student Congress. I believe that I attended this Congress too. Was the first moment that I realized that as a member and as a person too, I can work and collaborate with people from different parts of the world to achieve the same goals.
Absolutely.
In the women power goals, or each goal that you have, your dream, you can work together.
How we are connected. I seen you first time there in the Women first Global PS Congress. So how we just had many initiatives from that Congress. So we made them happen. So you made the first initiative for the PS Day and hold the volunteers behind. You know, like we had like working groups and so on. That is the connection. That is the reality. So what we do here in PS Women in Power also today with Ruomei's leadership, because she gives us floor and to make our dreams happen, you know, like how you did for, you know, how we did all together in different initiatives, how you did for PS Day, and, you know, for all the initiatives that we ended up somewhere and we made them all happen. So we have the space in Women Empowered today because like in Liaison's story, in Staji's story, you know, like they're like brilliant young leaders and brilliant young engineers, like under Ruomei's initiative, Ruomei's leadership. So we have space to grow. So that is already the best thing. And there will be the best memories from today, and we'll have it tomorrow. Thank you.
Yes, of course.
I stop here.
Thanks, Simay, for your answer. I invite Ruomei for answer the same question. What's the best memory that you have from PS Women Power, Ruomei? Can you provide the answer, please? Ruomei, I believe that we are mute. I'm not sure. Ruomei?
Sorry.
Maybe you can try. Yeah, we can hear you now.
Now? Can you
Yes.
hear me? Okay.
Yes, can you start again, please,
to answer
the question?
Okay. I think if I say lots of memory, but for this year, the best memory is the general meeting PS for the 2 sessions of WIP, because for the first session 14 speakers, and for second session Simay chaired is 7 speakers. Everyone had given, you know, very good idea. Everyone had their special, you know, special experience, the special opinion. So these 2 sessions, we can show the diversity and how said, we can see the different background. And after the talking, I think I now have more confidence for these WP activities for our future. Thank you. Finish.
Thank you, Ruomei. It's really a nice memory. It's amazing to know different amazing memories that you have from the speakers. Thank you for answering the question. The next one, I invite Lisien to answer the same question. What's the best memory that you have from PES Women Power?
Okay, hi. I think it's hard to choose just one, but but I think that mentorship program is one of the most important things that I just developed right now, and I feel very glad about connect to people, the mentor and mentee, and I just feel like the emotion, like the mentee to know her mentor, and then they told me, "Hey, that's fine. I think that we are really connected, and we are think that we can work in that we want." And when I see that those messages, I say, okay, all the work it's fine, and we are have a good work, and I think, wow, I impact in someone's life, and we can make any change. So I think that this is one of the best memories that I have right now.
Nice, listen. It's amazing. Yes, I totally agree with you that mentorship program can change the life of the person, of the mentee and the mentor too, because you learn when you provide mentorship, we learn a lot to how to engage or provide a good suggestion for the people. It's amazing to know that about this memory that you have from Women in Power, and thank you for your answer. The next, I will invite Staji to reply the same question. Please, Staji.
Thank you, Thiago, for the question. So the best memory for me from Women in PS Women in Power is, when I started doing initiatives in my section. I started from my section, doing, contributing for PS Women in Power. So when I started, the number of members, professional members, was only 7. It was very less. It was from 30, around 30. So me and 3 other volunteers from my from my chapter, so we started very step initiative, the first ever PES step initiative, that is student transition elevation program in our section for PES. And now, after all, we used to take continuous session for 8 hours, okay, like step initiative for 8 hours. And after now, like after 3 to 6 months, we have like around 175 members, a lot of student as well as professional members, and a lot of female members. I was the one who used to take women in power session, so in that step initiative. So when I think back, the impact we created, and being an influence in some person's life, as License said, it feels great at the end of the day. So yeah, that is the best memory.
Thank you, Stage. It's amazing to know this memory, and it's really, yes, I totally agree with you. It's one of the best parts of I3 and PS or Women Power is how you can impact the life of the people. It's amazing to know about your good memory about Women Power. Thank you. And let's move on for the next question. And also, I would like to ask for the attendees that are watching now in the YouTube or Facebook to think about some question. You can provide some question by the chat on the Facebook or YouTube. So you select some questions to invite the speakers to answer. The second question that I have from all the speakers is, what was your most important support for Women Power activity in your mind? What was the most important support that you have provided to Women Power in your mind? Let's start with, let's keep the same step by step. Simay, can you start, please?
Of course. So it's like a support from Women in Power to our members, or support from Women in Power for ourselves. Actually, I can just reply for both ways. Just as, that would be nice to see from both sides. So as for Women in Power, so every time when we have these, well, at least at the current stage, like we're trying to identify hold the needs of our members. So like what we're doing now, because actually it also complete the previous question. So like after like after I gave my answer, like for the like as I said, like with the leadership under the Ruomei's leadership. So we bring the ideas, like here, for example, Staji and Lisien are the best examples, because they have a lot of brilliant ideas, and all the times when we have ideas, then we identify the needs of our members. So we provide more initiatives. It's not just one. So that's why probably all the answers after me will also complete, just as like a really great order. So and that's the thing. So we identify my keyword with our structure is not stable, just and not dynamic. So we are dynamic. So we listen our members. We listen the just like young, not only young but fresh voices, and try to identify and support with more and more new initiatives. So how it works right now, so I'm sure, because like Liaison and Staji has a lot of initiative, and with our other team members who are not here has a lot of brilliant ideas, and roommates support a lot. So as team members, so we actually make them happen. So that's why I want to stop here. But from my side, like the mentorship award, or membership opportunities and the benefits. So there will be our best practices. So far, what I received is most important thing is, even there is a program or not, mentorship and learning opportunities from Women in Power, from the great, amazing members and leaders under the structure. So I learned a lot from these important people, like IEEE leaders, but who are also supporting the Women in Power, like Ruomei, like Jessica, like Wanda, Taiwo, many great people under the structure who serve positions, who volunteered. They have been amazing mentors. They don't have to be described as a one-by-one mentor. So we learn a lot from each other. So, and we are open to support members and share knowledge and keep keep that growth between. So it's important. So I love that. So I'll also give floor. So then I'm sure that we will have more great comments on that.
Thanks, Simay. Yes, I totally agree with you too that PES and also IEEE have many open mind to provide the opportunity to the members make proposals for new initiative as under the Women in Power Committee. And I hope that you have amazing new initiatives ahead, provide with feedbacks and suggestions from members from different parts of the world.
And I just, before moving that, I apologize if I missed important names when I was counting, because they're all so amazing, so that I couldn't even keep all the names there. So that's why I want to say for all of them, Noel, Meliha, everyone who has shared that initiative. Thank you.
Thank you, Simay. Thank you, everyone. Let's move on for the same question to Ruomei. Ruomei, can you reply the same question? What was your most important support for Women in Power in your mind? What's the best contribution that you provide?
Okay. Considering you say that what is the most important is just only one. Okay. The most one, my work has got a lot of support, but if you say most important, frankly say, the only say is from our president-elect, Jessica Biel. Why? Because I have a long time in the secret, and attribute to me is only, the number of years, not a long time. I'm not very, very familiar with the rules. And Jessica give me guidance of the rules, because different organizations, different, the regulation, the structures, give me guidance. And to every my ideas to promote WIP, she would encourage, and she said to me, going and very supportive. So I have the space, the quite good space to go ahead with my idea, with my team. That's I think is most important support. Then I have done it and I will keep doing it to my team members. Give the free space. Let you have the idea that I encourage you. You don't need approval, okay? As long as it's good for your activities, you just go ahead. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Ruomei. Yes, yes, of course. Thank you. It's amazing contribution. Thank you for your answer. And let's move on for the same step by step. Now, let's go to Staji. Staji, if you can answer this question, please.
Yes, Thiago, thank you for the question. So my important contribution for the Women in Power is that I did a survey initiative. So I wanted to know what the members, the Women in Power members in my country want. So I conducted a survey. From that survey, I got feedbacks from Women in Power members in my country that in which domain they expect a webinar or what kind of webinars they are expecting. So it gave me a feedback like what kind of events and how many events I have to conduct and whom all I should concentrate. Like for student members, I have to conduct this kind of initiative. For senior members, I have to do maybe webinars on a particular topic. So that was one of the most important contributions I have done. And regarding the support I got, so my support system was Dr. Li. So she always supported and guided me when I started as a team member in her team. So she's a fabulous leader. So thank you, ma'am, a lot, for your guidance and mentoring.
Thank you, Stage, for an amazing answer to provide to us. Thank you. Let's go to Lisien. Lisien, can you reply the same question, please?
Yes. As for the most important support for me and WIP is to encourage all leaders in Women in Power in each past chapter around the region line. I just seeking for them and ask for new leaders to develop Women in Power activities and to say, okay, you can make your activities, you can support on me, and I will try to support all the time that we that you can make all the activities that you want. So encourage the leaders to have a role in Women in Power activities. I think is the best support from me to Women in Power.
Thank you. Thank you. Listen, I have only one final question and later open to open questions. But I would like to ask to you think and answer in maybe 1 minute in this short question, okay? Each one, because the time. I know that it can be hard, but the question is, what is the way that a man can support women power activities? If you can think and answer 1 minute, provide one suggestion for one man that would like to support women power activities. Give the guide for them, please, in 1 minute. Simay?
What said this? We believe in equality. Whatever we do here, you can do also. And we welcome all the men volunteers in our team. So we are equal. That's it.
Perfect, Simay. Ruomei, can you provide the answer in 1 minute? How men can support women power?
Yeah, I would say because men and male and female, they're different. I hope the males they participate or activate and give their suggestions, different views, different special views to our future work. Okay. I finished. You didn't hear. I hope a man can give their own, their special opinion to their activities.
Okay, thank you, Ruomei. We missed your voice for a few seconds, but I believe that you got the main idea. Let's just go for the next one, please. Staji, can you provide the answer for 1 minute? How men can support women power activities?
Yes, actually, as Simay said, women in power is open for both male and female. So men can conduct women in power activities. They can initiate, they can include more women, and we can bring them forward. And for me, taking my life as an example, I got a lot of support from PS male volunteers as a young women in power volunteer, like from my section, like volunteers like Anandres Kumar, Anisha Mesh, Sharon KS. They never undermined my initiative. They always encouraged me. So I got this encouragement and courage to take up my initiatives to a next level. So yes, men can also create influence just like we do, and they always do.
Thank you. Lisien, if you can provide an answer for the same question, what's the ways that men can support women power activity? 1 minute.
Yeah, it's just like you are right now help us to women in power activity. So I consider you because you're a really active PS volunteer and also women in power volunteer. You help me to support all the kind of activities in women in power with the students, and I think you are really a good job with that. And I mean, if men believe in the mission and vision of women in power, so you are just involved with us, and that's it.
Perfect. Thank you. Listen, I really appreciate your work as a PS or IEEE and women power activities. It's amazing, and women engineer volunteer too. I believe that's really important. Everyone realize that's really important. Also, men support we and women power activities because in this way you can have a better world to everyone in different fields. It's my pleasure to be here to support you in this amazing event, and I hope that we can keep working forward to become a better world. And I would like to ask you final words to each speaker, 1 or 2 minutes, final words from each one, please. Let's keep the same step by step and start with Simay.
I want to just keep it short. Like, I think everything was well said. And this is an amazing team, like we really feel we are just like contributing with our ideas, initiatives, and growing together. So I'm really proud to be here. In general, IEEE member, but Women in Power and IEEE PS and Young Professionals member. So thank you, everyone. And it was really great pleasure being here. And thank you, everyone who organized this. Thank you, Lisien, just like as Region 9 coordinator. and you're just doing fantastic job with whole region line women in power members and the team initiatives for leading chapters, you know, just with specific roles. And Staji, like you know, just like you're also contributing a lot. And I wanted to thank special thank for Ruomei, but she just probably disconnected because, you know, like we love you know, just like working with the Ruomei's leadership, and she's coming back, so I want her to, well, I can tell her later, because I keep telling her she has been amazing leader since she started this role. So we'd like to thank Ruomei, very special thank to Ruomei, giving us recognition initiative, so we really make the things happen. And Thiago, so since I know you have been amazing volunteer. So again, you just support women in power a lot, and not as a man supporting women in power, as one of us, because we're equal. So you have a lot of contributions to every volunteer role. But you know, like here today, that not only today, you always support women in power and IEEE PS community a lot with all the initiatives. And thank you so much. And special thank again for all the organizers behind this initiative.
Thank you, Simay. Thank you for your words. It's amazing to have you here today. Ruomei, can you provide final words between 1 2 minutes for this event, please? I believe that Ruomei have a technical problem. Let's keep a few minutes. Maybe you can come back with you, Ruomei, again. Staji, can you provide final words, please?
Yes, sure. So first of all, I would like to give a big thanks to IEEE ILC team, Region 9 team, for inviting us and hosting a special track on Women in Power. And I would like to thank all the PES Women in Power team members, everyone. And thank you, Thiago. Thank you for support. I know you as an amazing PES volunteer. So thank you for supporting us, and thank you, Lisien, and for giving me this opportunity and supporting me. And thanks to everyone, thanks to all the participants who are attending, and thanks for listening to our story. And welcome to PES Women in Power family.
Thank you for your time, Staji. Thank you for your amazing contribution, inspiring us today, together with the other speakers. It's amazing to be connected in this hard situation with pandemic, but you show that you can keep it go forward to have a better world. Thank you. I invite Lisien. Lisien, can you provide 1 2 minutes as final words, please?
Yeah. Yeah. First of all, I want to say thank you to all the speakers, Simay, Ruomei, Staji, because they are so supporting about this whole idea, and also the committee organizing of this Women in Engineering ILS, and to provide this space to share our ideas and women in power. Thank you all for being here and for listen what are we saying and what are our initiative in Women in Power. And thank you so much, Thiago, for always being so supportive. And I think Ruomei is back. Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you. Ruomei, welcome again. Can you provide 1 2 minutes as final words to event, please?
And I think this event, this session is very successful, and I learned a lot. And I hope in future you will have more, activities like this one. Okay, thank you. Please send the news to me, and we'll put it in the website, in WIP website. Okay.
Of
Put
course.
it in the website. Yeah.
Thank you, Ruomei. Thank you for the time and for your amazing contribution. Thank you for your amazing leadership to open many opportunities to volunteers, support women in power, and congratulations for all the speakers for amazing job that you have done. And I hope that you can motivate more volunteers to join as women power volunteers and increase activities across the world in the PES and IEEE to support this important topic that you have today. And thank you for all the organization. I would like to invite Anna, and thank you, Anna, and all the Women Engineer International Leadership Summit Committee for amazing support for these amazing events. And today is the last day, and it's a really amazing job to see the impact worldwide that you made. You had registration for more than 40 countries across the world for the 6th day. Congratulations for the team. Thank you for the speaker. Anna, please.
Thank you, Thiago. Thank you, Lisien, Simay, Staji, Ruomei. Amazing presentations, amazing speakers, panelists. This is a great activity. There were a lot of people asking different kind of questions and giving out their comments about the things that we were speaking. I think that just to say thank you for this opportunity to share your time in this activity. And of course, we're going to continue enjoying more activities, and of course this event and activity is recorded and you can find it in YouTube and Facebook, so it's going to be easier if someone hasn't the time to be here, so you can check the video again. Thank you very much for everybody for your time. I think that's time to close this panel. So see you in the next ILS and other activity from Women in Power. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.